Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of all shapes and sizes, and it doesn't even matter what you collect. You can collect the blood of your enemies. All are welcome here at Aussieverse. Do us a favor, click, like, comment, all of those things below. Lordy knows that Elon Musk and what's the other guy's name, Zuckerberg, are laughing in their tower because they've rigged this algorithm. And the only way that we can get views is by getting the viewer to do 14 separate things. So if you could do them all, that'd be great. Welcome to this little segment we call the Devil's Advocate. What we do here, now, firstly, that name is surely used somewhere else. We did not create it, but it ties in, well, not even ties in, it flat out just explains what this little segment is. And that is that one of us poses something to the other person. That person has to argue for that point. It could be that zebras should only have two legs, and you have to argue as though that is the most truest statement ever heard. And if you could even convince the other person, then good gosh golly damn it, you've won. But look, you just have to put forth a good argument. Try your best. That's all you can ask for. So we're going to put a little timer clock up there. Firstly, I should introduce the guy that's just there. His name is Beau. Hello, Beau. He is the time warden. He is also going to be the first one to put forth 1 minute of argument for this.
Well, hang on. Before we go there, I do have to interject. You just made a statement that it can be anything like zebras need two legs, but you said keep it comic book related. If we're going to stretch out into that sort of territory, then we could be doing this show for years, man. So I kind of disagree that you say it should be comic related. Let's stretch out and do other things like that. Maybe not tonight because I've written a few things down, but I like that you can stretch it out. And second, my second point is, I think by now, hopefully, people have seen the first two episodes. We didn't really have it down pat. I'm not saying we have it down pat yet, but I think one of the things that we got it wrong in is we haven't heard what we're going to say yet. So it's a surprise to each other just as much as it is to the audience.
Yes.
I think the issue with that is that when we hear something like in episode 2, wrestling is fake, you wanted me to argue that wrestling is fake, where I argued that it is not. So yes. I think just to be I don't know, a better show or so that we don't muck it up, the timer should start not as soon as you're done with your sentence, but you say your sentence and then you're like, well, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like, make sure that I get what you're talking about and then go. What do you reckon?
So basically I say it and then I go, hey, dumbass. Did you understand that?
Okay, fine. Ignore everything I've just said. We're wasting time.
No, well, so yes, it should be comic book related. And clearly you haven't read enough comics because, of course, I'm talking about the character of Zebra. From DC's Zoo Crisis, the big crossover where there was a zebra. I had DC, that long to think of that joke, and that's all I came up with. All right, are you ready?
Yes. So are you asking me? Are you putting the statement towards me first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So start the clock when I have finished speaking and done my dumbass. Did you understand? I don't know. Give us a thumbs up. Oh, I got it. All right. You are arguing that the X-Men space stories are the worst X-Men stories.
So the X-Men are meant to be all about brotherhood, mutants, persecution, and all that sort of jazz. Why the hell do we need to be going to space and learning weird names like Shi'ar and things like that? That is for the other characters in the Marvel universe, like Captain Marvel and the Guardians of the Galaxy. I like my X-Men ground-based MF. That's the way they should be. That's the way they should be written. And if you've got a problem with that, well, then you don't agree with me, which means you're wrong. Now, the reason why they're the best stories is because we want to have operas, space. We want to have ground level operas where there's interactions between couples like Dean and Wolverine and things like that. We don't need them wasting time going into space and all that sort of jazz, right? So that's why I'm saying that this is the reason why I am correct. X-Men should be ground level, not in space. Thank you.
Good work. Now, look, that was a gimme because I dislike X-Men space stories. So you were preaching to the choir on that one. You didn't need to convince me because I was convinced. Yes.
I totally disagreed with everything I just said.
I mean, quick, give us like...
I don't mind the X-Men in space. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, I hate it. That's everything you said. I'm like, yes, I like my X-Men ground level X-Men. My favorite X-Men is when they're arguing with each other. So look, they can do that in medieval times for all I care. I just want to see Wolverine and Cyclops not getting along. All right. Well, congratulations. Good. Came in under the timer. Just a little bit of what do they say? Hoo-ha at the end. What's the? There's a word in American politics when they gerrymandering. No, that's not a thing. When you gave it a bit of extra fluff at the end to come in right on the buzzer.
That's correct.
But look, it was appreciated. It was well done. So good work. Top marks. 2 out of 10.
Okay. My statement to you is Funko Pops. We know how popular they are, and they have been for many, many years. You have to now convince me why they would have sold 10 times more if they were called Funky Popadoopadus.
Yes. Well, look, by the time you get kids to understand what Funko and Pop both mean, really the battle's halfway won. So why not creatively go out on a marketing limb and call them Funkadactyls Pop-Tarts or whatever Bo just said? Because, look, we all need a little bit more pizzazz in our life. And what doesn't say pizzazz if not the Funkasaurus and Popstar Idols? What was it called?
Funky Popadoopas.
Oh, yeah, of course. Snuffleupagus. Yeah, this, look, they're already silly. Let's just go all the way with it. Commit. Have some balls, goddammit. Thank you. This has been my TED Talk. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, freaking, that was just a different version of, hey, why couldn't The Walking Dead be called the Pogo Sticking Dead? It's like,
yeah. These are legit questions, man. Yeah. I mean, I wanted you to pitch to me why Funky Popadoopas was the name that should have been called that. And you couldn't even remember that. What, you couldn't even remember what they were called? Pterodactyls? Who mentioned dinosaurs?
Not once did you say, dumbass, did you understand? I gave no thumbs up. I didn't understand. I should have written the name down. And so will kids when they have to learn the name of this product. Mum, can I have a funkin' popsicle? And then just the mums and dads.
Funky Popadoopas.
The mums and dads are already struggling just with look, the easiest one. Mum, I want Ben 10. It's just a name and a number. And parents still got it wrong. Can I have Simon 12? It's just like, come on. Go easy on the parents. It's marketing. Anyway, that's been our show. Thank you so much for tuning in, sticking with us. Be sure to check in next week when we get to the bottom of topics, get to the bottom of the barrel, start sentences. Hope you'll find the joke by the end. We didn't. But anyway, so stay tuned for more right here on the Aussieverse channel. And of course, Bo, what is Aussieverse?
For life.
Yeah, g'day, mate.